today, and most of this terrorist attack has a needle of suspicion in Pakistan, starting from Osama bin Laden, Abbottabad, to the killing of that journalist, gruesome killing of cutting his throat. The only gentle advice I will give him, Mr. Gandhi, by your utterances, why you give something to Pakistan to play about? All the countries, the most important are the Gulf countries, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, Kuwait, all of them in their own way, either talking to the foreign minister or to the prime minister at the head of the state level. Whether it is parliamentary attack 2003, whether it is Uri, whether it is Pulwama, and now Pahalgam. Therefore, we are all for peace and amity, but not at the cost of the killing of innocent Indians.
Red lines between India and Pakistan were drawn after Operation Sindoor. Back home, battle lines between Congress Party and Bharatiya Janata Party also have been drawn. I'm joined by a senior Bharatiya Janata Party leader who is a veteran leader and has held important portfolios as far as earlier governments are concerned. He's a MP from Patna Sahib. Thank you, sir, for speaking to Indian Express. So why do you feel this need was felt that MPs should be taken abroad or should, for this visit, why this need was felt by the government?
I think it is very refreshing that the Prime Minister's initiative was there. That if India has remained together when Pahalgam happened, the unity of India must be reflected when we go outside. And you may have seen people from all the political spectrums have been made the member of the this goodwill visit. I am one of the leaders. Jayant Panda of the BJP are one of the leaders. The rest, all the leaders are from other political parties. Opposition, as also allies parties.
So which all countries would you be visiting?
I will be visiting France, England, Germany, Italy, Brussels, Belgium, and finally Denmark.
So the opposition party members say that this need was felt because, you know, though there was an initial support by the world over as far as the attack was concerned, but after India carried out Operation Sindoor, we were only supported by two countries, that is Israel and also the other country, I'm forgetting the name. So do you think this is being done because we need support, we need to garner support from other countries also?
Well, whoever has made this observation is completely off the mark. Yesterday, the parliament delegation from France has come.
Yes.
We had met. We have come to convey our solidarity, even though the situation was tense, and we appreciated by thumping the desk. You have the UN resolution. All the leaders called the Prime Minister or the Foreign Minister, conveying their condolences, all support. So from where this whole argument is being made, two countries supported, that is not fair. Whoever is saying that need to reflect and ponder. All the countries, the most important are the Gulf countries, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, Kuwait, all of them in their own way, either talking to the foreign minister or to the prime minister at the head of the state level, have conveyed their concern and conveyed their solidarity. That's how the matter stands.
So you were also a law minister, you know, understand law very well. So what kind of evidences would you be sharing with the leaders worldwide, trying to portray that Pakistan indeed is a rogue state?
First of all, let me tell you, in Pakistan, the military establishment and the terrorism, the lines are completely blurred. The comical example we saw that an army general who was a feather in the field has been made a field marshal. That's the hold of the army. But right from 1948 till date, we have suffered 4 major wars: 48, 65, 71, and Kargil War 99. Then the doctrine of Mr. Yaul Haq, 1,000 cuts. And whether it is Mumbai 26/11, whether it is parliamentary attack 2003, whether it is Uri, whether it is Pulwama, and now Pahalgam. Therefore, we are all for peace and amity, but not at the cost of the killing of innocent Indians.
But that's fine. But what kind of evidences are we
Then
going
I'm coming to that. Today, India has given the satellite images of all the attacks to the world. And today, all the neutral security experts are saying that India has conclusively demonstrated its superiority. After initial, I would say, kind of reports which were not very fair report, when all they saw the evidence, New York Times, Washington Post, all have clarified that. That is how the whole position is.
Sir, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that it is a new normal. So you will be taking that message. Do you think that this statement or this belief of India is going to affect our international relations with the leaders or with the countries world over?
I will reply to your query in two parts. First, terrorism is a global curse. Not only in India, in France they were attacked, innocent people were killed. In Brussels there was so much of attack. In London there was attack in the tube. In America it was 9/11. Today, and most of these terrorist attack has a needle of suspicion in Pakistan, starting from Osama bin Laden, Abbottabad, to the killing of that journalist, gruesome killing of cutting his throat. All is so evident. The second point is, ab bahut ho gaya, now it's enough is enough. And why it is so? The Prime Minister, in his inaugural swearing in 2014, called Nawaz Sharif or not, made a stopover at his request to attend the marriage of his grandson or not. What we got? We got the same, as I told you. Therefore, this far and no further, we will strike with precision inside the terrorist camp, which we did. Therefore, peace and amity is okay, I repeat, but not at the cost of Indian innocent lives. And you know it very well, the manner in which young married couples
Were asked, to prove their identity.
and then the husband was killed before the family members. This is unthinkable, this extreme brutality. And India is an important country. The first was only and only the terrorist camps. When Pakistan joined in, then we smashed 9 to 10 of their airports. And one thing more I would like to highlight today that shows the might of India, new India. Israel is a small country like Haryana. Good, they are having air defense system. This time, India, 3,000 kilometers from Ladakh to Bhuj, all was completely secure. This is a unique power of India, how Make in India and attention to army requirements, and our forces have given the results.
So Foreign Secretary has been briefing all these delegations who are going to go abroad, telling each delegation the type of things that you're going to share abroad, the dossiers or the DNA. So can you just point out to us, as to what was the briefings like, how different...
It will not be desirable for me. I have not been briefed, but let the briefing remain confidential. The public stance of India is just all the new normal. Speaking for myself, when I will be going to headquarters of a European country, one of the focus of my articulation would be along with my team. It is high time the world, Europe need to speak in one voice in the fight against terrorism. Okay? Absolutely. Enough of validation of terrorism. Terrorism does not recognize any religion. Terrorism is anti-democracy. Terrorism is anti-civilized existence. And most important, what about the human rights of the victim of terror? The innocent people who lost their life, the men or others, do they have human rights or not? So many forces are being killed with impunity. Do they have the human rights or not? All this debate must be properly articulated.
So, as you were also mentioning that you met French Senate yesterday. So, what was the discussion like? Matlab, what were the points that you two discussed?
It was very good. Shashi Tharoor was there. He speak in classical French, but they were very, very clear that we have come to India at this challenging times to convey our solidarity. We have also suffered the scourge of terrorism. We very loudly welcome that. And I said that today the most visible symbol of good French-Indian relationship is the Rafale. And they all clap there.
Absolutely. So, what about Rahul Gandhi, the leader of opposition, has been, saying some kind of hinting rather towards some kind of conspiracy theories. So, what is the advice? Because we see there's a unity as far as delegations going abroad is concerned. But what about, inside India? The battle lines are drawn between BJP and Congress party.
I don't wish to go into the battleground at all. All the Congress leaders have supported the idea in unison. I have seen their statement, their senior leaders, from Salman Khurshid to Manish Tiwari to others. It's good. Shashi Tharoor is already there.
What about Mr. Gandhi?
About Mr. Gandhi, I would say only thing, one thing. I don't want to score a political point. But he is now the leader of opposition, a very responsible post. The only gentle advice I will give him, Mr. Gandhi, by your utterances, why you give something to Pakistan to play about? Don't you think it is high time that the whole world is accepting India's version, which is supported by proper evidence, satellite, and other military operations? Why you are registering a jarring note, which Pakistan is lapping up? Please consider.
So, what about these Tiranga Yatras which are being taken, which are going around everywhere? Mr. Amit Shah led a Tiranga Yatra in Gujarat, so everywhere also. So, what is the messaging that is through these Yatras the government is trying to portray?
Yatra has no message. Indians are rejoicing the courage, the precision strike of our armed forces, air forces. The Tiranga is basically a salute to them. That's Tiranga Yatra. No political meaning ought to be read into it.
So, what about TMC? Earlier there was a kind of a tiff that...
Today I am not going to make any comment. They have come on board. Good. Good luck to them.
Okay, what about Bihar now? Last question. What about Bihar? Bihar elections are coming.
Bihar, I will talk to you separately.
India Alliance?
Bihar, I have talked to you separately, not in this. This is only for my impending tour as the leader of my delegation.
Thank you so much, sir, for speaking to us and giving an insight as to what this delegation is going to tell the world leaders. Thank you so much.